we're just double checking, making sure everything looks good. I think so far it looks good. It looks a little lopsided. Let me see if I can fix that for us.
Yes. Lagging, so I don't know. I can't tell.
That should do it. Well, if you guys are hopping in here, just say hello. Drop us a hi, an emoji, something that lets us know you're here tonight. We hope you had a good week so far.
Tomorrow's Friday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like to say we're kind of like your pre-weekend pre-show.
There you go.
Yeah, get you all pumped up for the weekend. Maybe you're going on an adventure over the weekend.
I'm gonna be going on an adventure.
This weekend?
Or not.
Oh, I thought you said you are. I was like, where are we going?
In my mind.
Mm-hmm. No, we'll be around here this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got lots of housework to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this works as far as the angle goes. But you guys let us know. But yeah, we're going to talk about NASCAR.
Woo.
Yeah. Talk about NASCAR, talk about some Disney news, talk about a new Disney discount that came out today. And hiya, Brian. Thanks for tuning in. Hello. So we will touch base on that. And what else?
I don't know. My head's like a little not right. I'm a little sick, so.
Your head's not
it's not right.
Not a little right, yeah. Yeah, no. Sierra hasn't been feeling this, and neither has Anna this week. But we wanted to make sure we came on for you guys. So thanks for sticking through it, babe. Yeah.
On the mend.
Yeah, you're better.
Much better.
Yeah. Well, thanks again for tuning in, guys. We'll kind of dive into it. I see that we've got some friends popping in here, so that's a good thing. But yeah, so this past week, NASCAR was here in town, their hometown.
Yeah.
So we have the NASCAR races up in Charlotte, at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
In Concord.
In Concord, technically, yes.
I know, they kept showing like Uptown during the race, and I was like, you're literally like 20 minutes away still.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, still, and especially on 85, depending,
Yeah, they were showing 77.
No good. No.
No
yeah, if you're from the CLT, you know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah, so a week ago, was it Thursday or Friday?
Friday.
Yeah, Friday. We went to the race shops.
Yeah. Well, we went to three.
Yeah.
3 of them, yeah.
3 out of many.
Many.
Yeah.
Too many to count.
And if you guys are loyal watchers, you probably saw our vlog then of us going to Hendrick Motorsports.
We went to Roush Fenway Kozlowski Racing. That's a handful there.
Yeah, it is. It's a long one.
Jan says hi.
Oh, hi, Jan.
Hello.
And then we also met a NASCAR driver.
Yeah, at Trackhouse.
Yeah, Trackhouse Racing.
Yep.
And they're in the old Chip Ganassi Racing, which is right up next to Concord Airport.
Yeah.
Which they have.
RFK is.
Yeah, well, they both are.
Yeah.
They're both on the airstrip there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I think Chip Ganassi, now Trackhouse, I think has an actual hangar, like right off the back of their campus.
Probably, yeah.
Kim says hi too. Hello, Kim.
Hello.
Thanks for tuning in tonight, guys. Yeah, so it's really convenient to the airport for them, which is great for race weekends when they're not home.
Right, exactly.
But yeah, so we went to Hendrick Motorsports on
Friday.
Well, we went to all these on Friday.
Yeah.
So that was fun.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Got to see some of the sponsors.
Yeah, got to see some of the drivers.
Didn't
get to meet them, but
no,
it's okay.
Yeah, some past, some current.
Yeah.
We heard Jeff Gordon talk with Chad Canals.
Yeah, which was Jimmy Johnson's crew chief.
Yeah, and now he's director of competition.
Yeah.
So he's got the big shoes now.
Yeah, definitely.
Well,
all eyes on him.
Well, what would you say was probably like the coolest moment? I think was. Anna got her surprise.
Yeah, there was a few good things of the day, obviously, but the first thing, obviously, she had a William Byron shirt on because.
Yeah.
Kind of goes with the territory.
Yeah.
So she was kind of having like a moment, which is fine. I mean, she's 4, so of course she's gonna.
It happens.
Yeah. But one of the ladies that was working there saw, and she was like, just wait a second, let me go get something for you. Just wait for me. So she goes inside and she comes back out with a signed William Byron hat and 2 die-cast cars, like the small ones.
The Matchbox
Yeah,
size. Yeah.
for Anna. So that was exciting. So got an autographed William Byron hat.
Yeah, because they even asked, like, are you guys here to, like, are you going to meet William today? And
Yeah.
we're like, no.
Yeah, because
like,
you have to have like a wristband, so.
Yeah, there was like a whole pre-registration process.
No.
And you had to like enter to win, and it was all
Yeah.
random. And
Right.
so, I mean, which is good because some of the other fan fests, what they do is like you have to be there first thing in the morning, and
yeah.
it's the first 100 that are there. So, like, you know, especially for us living like an hour away almost,
Yeah.
you know, we would have to be up at like 5 a.m. to go get in line for a ticket,
No.
which isn't going to happen with a 5-year-old, you know, 4-year-old, well, not 5.
No.
So yeah, I kind of like how they do the random drawing, but then I kind of don't like it because then you don't really have any chance.
But also, like, it's different for us because we do live close enough to these, like, race shops and teams and stuff where it's like we don't really need to.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and then I got some access this weekend.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I want to touch base on that.
Yeah.
But I like this too. If you want to show the folks
Kind
at
of
home.
deflating a little bit.
Yeah, it's definitely shrunk.
But she even got like and her hair's on it. A little balloon 24
Yeah.
race car.
So they made like little balloon car animals, whatever you want to
Yeah, it
call
was
it.
really fun.
So that was fun. That's on the vlog too. If you guys haven't watched it.
And race simulator.
Now it's looking at me.
All right, I'll switch it. Boop, boop.
Yeah, so that was cool that they did that. They had like drawing pages for Anna to color, and there was a race simulator.
Yeah, she had fun with that.
She loved and freaked out on. So we'll get her behind the wheel more.
Yeah.
You know. And then she got to jump in a bounce house. I think was that her first time bouncing in a bounce house?
In a bounce house, yes.
Yeah.
But it was a good size for her.
Good thing it was that Hendrick.
Yeah.
Take pride in that.
Yeah.
So that was cool. Yeah, before she went over to Roush Fenwick, had Slowski Racing.
Yeah, there
And
was another
did
one there, and she did that one too.
Yeah. Which again, it's all on the vlog if you guys haven't watched
Exactly.
it. So yeah, that was fun there. Then we had PDQ, which is her favorite place to go eat in
Yes.
Concord. Which is trouble because she's had it now 3 times in the past week. She got spoiled this week because
Yeah,
we
she
were up
did.
there a lot.
Yeah.
Now she wants it like every day.
And there are other good restaurants there too, so
But
that's
PDQ
the
is
one we
amazing.
have to go to.
Yeah. Which I know several of the viewers on here know PDQ, especially now that they are in Florida as well and partnered with a lot of the Florida teams. So you know, if we ever moved to Florida, we would be good with that.
Yeah.
We would have PDQ at least, right? So there's that.
Oh, and Disney.
And Disney, of course.
And Universal.
All the things. And the
Cruises
ports
and,
yeah,
you know.
MCO. So we could fly home. Yeah. Not like we're doing that anytime soon. I digress.
If one person's watching, it's not happening.
I'm sure she is.
At
Have you gotten a
least-
text yet?
At least in the near future.
Because she still hasn't figured out how to text.
Yeah.
on here. Yeah. But yeah, so after PDQ, then we went to another 3-syllable word or 3-letter word, which was RFK.
Yeah.
For their fan day.
Not the president.
No. Well, or yes.
Yeah.
The senator.
Or whatever it
Yes.
was.
He was a senator. Yes.
For my history buffs, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Brian will come after you.
I know.
Yeah, it's okay.
That's why.
We got it figured
That's why I
out.
said it.
So we saw their cars. They had a whole bunch of sponsor things, but we were there at like the end of the day, so I kind of
Yeah.
felt like it was not as
It was almost like, okay, we're done.
active.
Go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I mean, even like 2 of the vendors were kind of like already cleaned up.
Yeah.
I was
It was
like, okay.
interesting.
And then one of them thought, since I was on the phone, they were like, "Are you our winner?" I'm like,
Oh, yeah, that was awkward.
I mean, I can be.
Yeah, it was kind of awkward.
Hey, Kendrick, thanks for tuning in. Sorry we didn't see you this weekend.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were like, "Oh, are you the winner?" I'm like,
It was
"I don't
kind
know."
of awkward.
What's
We
the
walked
name?
up, was like, did you win? I'm like, no.
Did I? I don't know. But it was super ironic, okay? And here's why. So, at the same time, they were asking me, I had a phone call come in, and I was returning the phone call from the NASCAR car wash people. Car wash, sorry.
Maryland people.
Maryland
Worse.
people thing, yeah. Because I won, random, 2 tickets to the 600 and 2 VIP passes, which are basically infield passes for the garage and pit road and pre-race ceremonies. So, Kendrick, sorry, my driver Ross had to do that with you with 6 ago. Yeah, we'll get there to the 600. You'll see my disappointment in that vlog too.
Yeah, that was a rough one.
Yeah, but you know what? Wayne won on Saturday too.
Exactly.
So,
we were there to see it.
Yeah, we were. We're skipping ahead, but you know, it's a circle.
It was exciting.
It was exciting.
It was a good finish.
Do you want to hear
right,
how we
go
got
on.
to go there though? All right, so NASCAR Car Wash, thank you if they're watching. They probably aren't, but they might rewatch this because you
never know.
people, and algorithms and things that I say. NASCAR Car Wash.
It will pop up on my phone like a million times now.
NASCAR Car Wash. So they're building one near us, which is why I went on their website and was like, "What's this all about?" Then I went on their Facebook, and then I was like, "Oh, they're doing a giveaway." I was like, "Okay, cool." So I will enter to win, and I did, and honestly, you think anything else about
No, because usually when you do these giveaways, it's like you just put it in, you're like, "Oh, okay, I did it."
I mean, I do.
We'll see.
I have a friend. We have a friend that kept up with this giveaway in particular.
Yeah, because we didn't even know. Honestly.
And he messaged me, texted me.
Yeah.
It was like, "Hey, is this you?" I'm like,
yeah.
There's a strong chance it is. I don't really know. There's a lot of Bradley C's out there. So, anyway, I reached out to them a couple times because they didn't really get back after they posted that. It was kind of weird.
Yeah.
But eventually, so on Friday, they called to confirm everything, and that was kind of freaking me out how soon it was because it was Friday before the race is in 2 days.
Right.
Technically, I used my pass the next day, which we did.
Yeah.
Sorry, I talk fast too.
You
I
do.
just realized when I get excited or passionate about a subject.
Yeah.
I think that's just from where I grew up. I just talk fast, move fast.
It's just the way you are. And it's
is the
okay.
way. Nonetheless, so
Squirrel.
no, Mickey.
Okay.
Yeah. So talked to them. They got everything confirmed, which was fun. So then on Saturday, I went to go pick that up with my father-in-law,
My dad.
her dad, and that was. You could have gone. Could have. Didn't. Because you weren't going to go for the 600.
Yeah, 600. It's a very long race. It's the longest race of the season.
400 laps.
Yeah, it's a lot. And honestly, I'm kind of glad I didn't because this one, he likes to go, and I'm just like.
Oh, and I did.
I like to go, but I like to go at my pace. So yeah, so it was good for them too to go because my dad's just the same way.
Yep, Kendrick, that's the one I'm talking about. Yep, right there on Hoffman near Publix and McDonald's.
Yep.
I sent them a picture. He's like, "Hey, I said going up."
Yeah.
Now here's the predicament I had too with NASCAR Car Wash. I still might change this. I don't know. So right now we have a subscription with Autobell, which is another regional car wash subscription thing.
Yeah.
So that way we can go and get our car washed anytime. You pay whatever per month, and I did the math. You go at least twice a month. It's good.
Yeah.
Okay, so we do.
Which we do.
Plus, it's entertainment for Anthony.
I was about to say she loves it.
Yeah. So now I'm like, well, do I need to switch to their subscription?
Probably.
Probably.
Just because first off it's NASCAR, and then second off you want to give away from them.
Yeah.
So.
Maybe I want another one.
You might.
I might. They said that this was just the beginning.
Ooh.
Yeah, right. So maybe at their grand opening we'll do something, or I don't know, maybe we'll do a partnership with them. Who knows? We'll see. I'll reach out to them. We'll talk. Right. My people will talk to their people.
Because we have people.
I am the people.
I was about to say, we are the people.
We are the people. I like how our colors kind of balance each other tonight. They're very complementary. And the golds.
Look at us go.
Wow. What do you guys think? I think this looks good. I like these colors. Well, that's your favorite color. This is my favorite color.
Back on track.
But I like to make conversation. I hope you guys are having fun with this tonight. I am.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Oh, she'll be right back. So yeah, then after RFK, and did all the things there with the bounce house and hearing a NHRA dragster turn on, they turned that one on. It was very loud. We went over up the street, like literally right around the corner, past the Amazon warehouse, to Trackhouse Racing, which was our first time going there since Pitbull left that team. So Pitbull was like an investor with Trackhouse Racing, and if you guys know, his like area code for Miami, right? Because that's where he's from. Was 305. Well, they had
305.
yeah, Mr. 305, right? That's Pitbull. So what was interesting, I didn't talk about this in the vlog, was like they have a checkered flag, like you drive over.
Drive in, yeah.
Yeah, like a start finish line, and it had like 305 on it. Well, this time
It does not.
it did not. So they
It was
changed
like a
that.
265 or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say 265 or 256, something like that.
Something like that.
I'll look it up. What was it? 265.
But it is the area code for Missouri.
Yeah, not 26. It doesn't look like 265. Maybe
Just put
2.
Missouri,
No, that's Alabama.
which is
Anyway,
the owner is where he's from, like his home state.
yeah, Justin Marks.
Missouri. Yeah,
Yeah. So that was an interesting
that was a change.
thing that happened. And then we got.
You know what? We're the problem. It's because we went there. Go on.
Wait, what problem?
We gave them good luck.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, that happens. But Daniel didn't do the best.
Yeah.
No, didn't he
Poor
break
guy.
out?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think.
But no, yeah, we met Daniel Suarez and he was really nice.
It was nice. That was in the vlog too.
There was a lot of people there
Yeah.
waiting for him.
They were celebrating his 300th Cup start,
Uh-huh.
which Trackhouse Racing's 300th is actually this weekend. So
Yeah.
I guess he had one start outside of Trackhouse.
But yeah, because he was at Joe Gibbs.
I was gonna say, was it with Gibbs?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they were celebrating that, and there was like, I don't know, probably like a good 200-300 people. I would say.
Probably, yeah.
I mean, it was wrapped around the whole inside of like the shop.
And there were still people
Molly.
showing up, so I hope they all
I hope so too,
got to meet him.
because he was talking a little bit to like the first 50.
Yeah,
It took a while.
I kind of had to speed him up.
Yeah, but it was like, talking to like the press and like other camera people, like they had like the was it Hispanic TV station was there, and then this was interesting. We'll see what happens with this, but we had to sign waivers because
They'll be
Daniel's
on
being
TV.
on a documentary with NASCAR, which I think it's for the NASCAR going to Mexico for a cup
Yeah.
race, because that's the first cup race that's been in Mexico.
Right. Yeah,
And that's in 2 weeks.
it's exciting.
I
Yeah.
think 2 or 3 weeks. It's 2 weeks. I think it's the middle race with Amazon Prime because NASCAR's on Prime now. If you didn't know, check
Which
that
is
out.
great.
Yeah, I mean it's good.
I like the broadcasting.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, there's Cornhole Coffee coming in here. I know who that is. Yes, sir. We were talking about you a little bit ago.
Welcome.
Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, so we'll see if we're on that. I don't know if they were recording us or not, because we were involved with Anna. But yeah, Daniel was really kind to her and was like,
Yeah.
"What's your name?" And we said Anna. He was like, "Anna."
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah.
How he talks. So that was cool.
he's
Yeah,
really
road
nice.
chill.
Yeah, real chill. Yeah.
And then we came home,
Yep.
and that was Friday. So wow, we've only recapped one day. of
I was
the
about to
weekend.
say we've
And that took
Got
like
through a
20
lot.
minutes. Wow. But there was a lot going on. So then the next day, Saturday, was the Xfinity race, which is the second tier, you could say, in NASCAR. So,
the tier right below like Cup Series.
yes. I need to update my account name. Yes, you should do that.
Yeah.
Yes. Because I don't think you have that company anymore, sir. But yeah, shout out to them. So then your dad and I picked up our passes, but we went in, got to the seats for the Xfinity race.
I did go to that one,
You, your mom, and Anna
Yeah.
were all there.
which was good. I think the Xfinity for Anna right now is probably
That was
best.
her best.
Yeah.
Like the most that she could do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
she would have not handled 600.
Well, even during the Xfinity race, I mean, I took her out for like 20 minutes or something.
Yeah, and she got ice cream, and that's what made her be like, woohoo!
She had ice cream and she had some fries. We shared. And this will be in a vlog.
Yeah.
That one hopefully comes out on Tuesday. Sunday, we've got Disney Cruise Line coming out.
From last year.
Last June. We're trying to catch up. You'll get a lot of vlogs probably the next month. We're going to be pushing them out like
I
crazy.
know people are going to look at those vlogs and look at the new ones and like see Anna, and it's like, Whoa.
Passy, no passy.
Is that
That's
the same
biggest
kid?
difference. Yeah. One she has a pacifier, the other one she doesn't.
Yeah.
She is out of that.
She's done with us.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah. So that will be in the vlog. But we took you guys to the seats, and then we headed down to Pit Road, your dad and I, because we took our passes down there. So went down for practice and qualifying, saw some drivers, saw like Coach Gibbs and Mr. H down there.
Saw a lot of people.
Jeff, yeah.
And people that we personally
Yeah,
know.
that we know. Yeah, some friends that work in the sport we saw down there as well, so that was good to happen on Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
So if those guys are watching, hey guys, and it was good seeing you this weekend. But yeah, and then I actually, because we grew up with the sport, right? We've talked about this before, that's why we are in Charlotte.
That's how we met.
Because we came down from motorsports.
Well, I came over.
We came over, I came down. Nonetheless, we settled here.
There you go.
Yes. But, so I'm still a fan at heart.
Yeah, me too, obviously.
So I took advantage, and I have some die-cast cars, which are like, model cars. So I had two 124th, which are the big ones, with me, and I went on an adventure to go get them signed. Because Jimmy Johnson was racing this weekend, 7-time NASCAR Cup Series champion, if you didn't know. One of the GOATs. Arguably, people say he's the greatest. Depends how you want to classify that, right? I think he is definitely a great driver.
Yeah.
Jan, yeah, I'm sorry that we didn't meet up either.
I know.
I'm sure it was a busy weekend.
Yeah.
We'll see you soon, though,
It
I'm
was
sure.
busy. It was crowded.
It was, the 600 was sold out. The Xfinity race had a really good
Well,
crowd.
Xfinity was pretty good for what it has been. So, yeah.
I got to get a racing sticker on here.
Yeah.
Well, I have a Lightning McQueen one. I think Brian, you gave me. So I need to get that on there. I don't know what that was. But yeah, so I wanted to get Jimmy's autograph on. I had 2 cars for him, but I only took one that day because I was like, well, I don't want to load up my chances with him. I would rather be, what's the word? Diverse.
Yeah.
With my options here.
Yeah.
So I took Jimmy Johnson's Monsters University diecast car with me because we've got like all of the diecast
A lot of
cars
the Disney
that were
inspired, yeah.
Disney inspired.
They never ran them though, right?
No, most of them were, yeah. The one for Sunday
Yeah.
was a custom made.
Yeah, I know.
It was ran, it just wasn't produced.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no, they ran most of these.
Yeah.
So I got Jimmy to sign that, so I was super excited. I had to wait my turn and be patient with that one because he didn't sign after practice. He waited until after qualifying, so I kind of just stalked him, really. But that's the
Not
thing
really.
with driver autographs when you're in the pits and stuff. You just kind of watch and wait.
Yeah.
And you don't want to be overly aggressive and all of that.
Some people are.
Yeah, a lot of people are. I'm like, okay, you do you.
Yeah, right.
I was just prepared. I had my item ready to go. I had my Sharpie out, and he came by and signed. So yes, got him on that one. This was his 700th career start too.
Yeah. It's wild.
Yeah, he's been around for a while. So I got that done. Saw Larson. Kyle Larson was there on Saturday to qualify.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Because he did the Indianapolis 500 and Coke 600.
Oh, former Cornhole Coffee, aka Jonathan's show him off ASAP. We need to see. I could go get him.
It's okay.
Would you like to talk?
No, not
Here,
really.
talk about the Xfinity race and about how fast William ran. I'll be back.
How fast he ran.
Yeah, I'm about to run.
Literally, he did go fast. No pun intended. But during the race, don't fall. So during the race, he actually got penalized because he was too fast exiting pit road. So we were like, yeah, his chances of the day is done. So it was really frustrating. But he came back and won the thing. It was so awesome. So a lot of William fans around us, so that made it fun. Oh wow, that was freaky fast. No. Oh, so you're gonna bring the whole collection?
Just 2 of them, but once I got signed.
Well, one of them I gotta keep in my possession.
No, you don't. It goes in the case.
No.
We'll come to that one. Hi, I'm back. Sorry, I had to run all the way upstairs.
Yes, cautions did help.
They did help him, but I didn't think it would.
I didn't either. I was like, there's no way. And
because he got that penalty, and I was like,
I like Justin Allgaier too, so I would have been happy no matter what. But
yeah, Justin is like our normal Xfinity driver.
Right.
All right, so here's Jimmy's car.
It's really cool.
It is really cool. All right. We'll wait for this to update so I can make sure I've got a good close-up for you guys. But yeah, so Jimmy's autograph. Got Monsters University on it.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's got all the fraternity guys on there. Yeah, you can't really see the autograph.
Yeah.
Here, I'll turn it like that. But yeah, so that goes back up in the case. You better like Algar. Yes, we do.
Yes, Jonathan. Yes.
We do.
Again, yeah, he's normally who I would be rooting for.
Yeah. But you know that I know. There was no easy way to do that. Very cool. Thank you. And then we had another one for Jimmy. It was the Disney Planes car. Was the other one that I had taken on Sunday, but Jimmy was up in Indy.
Yeah.
For that race with Tom Brady for something
The
with
whole
Fox.
Goat thing.
Yeah, so that was cool.
Yeah.
Anyway.
My favorite one is this one.
We'll get to him in a second. Yeah, so that was Jimmy. Met him, saw Larson. We saw the race. William did amazing. I mean, it was his race to win. And then, with the penalty on pit road and then coming back, it was like, I didn't know if it was going to happen. And then he did get those cautions, and that helped a lot. Without that, I don't know if it would have happened.
Probably not.
So that was cool. So we saw him do the burnout, and then we came home.
Yeah.
And then Sunday was the greatest day in motorsports for the last time, so that's sad. Monaco with the F1 race. That's changing next year.
Yeah, it's not going to be on the same day. That's sad.
Well, they're moving it, I think, like a week back or something.
Crazy.
Which, I don't know. I guess they want maybe NASCAR or IndyCar guys to come over and watch or entertain or something, or just have their own special day.
I don't know.
I think they probably had more viewership when it was set up like this, at least with the American audience. But
yeah, because you had Monaco.
Yep.
Indianapolis 500.
Yep.
Coke 600. So.
Yep. And that's what we did.
Yeah.
Oh.
Get up early, get excited for Monaco, and then.
I did. Got up at 7:30, 8 o'clock, something like that.
8, because the race started 8-ish.
8-ish. So.
Yeah.
So out there, then we had to wait for the rain delay with the Indy race. Saw the first 10 laps of that. If that, maybe it was the first 5, I don't even know.
And you all left.
And then we left, and then we actually watched it on my phone.
Yeah.
On the way to the track. I had it off on YouTube TV on the way to the track. Then we got to the track, got inside, and then as soon as we got inside, Larson wrecked.
I know.
So that was sad.
That was rough.
But then that means he made it on time for this country.
Yeah, so he didn't have to deal with that drama and mess.
Yeah, but that means he also didn't get to do the 1,100 miles, which is sad.
Yeah.
I really wanted him to do that.
Yeah.
I know he wanted to do that. So that happened. But then I was happy to see that Amazon Prime had their studio live set in the ball field, they call it, on the front stretch, the open grass area. And what was good is because one of the people that I wanted to get a car signed by was going to be down there because he's a commentator.
Yay.
And who was that?
Carl Edwards. That's my driver.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Yeah, he was good though.
I loved Carl.
He seems in good spirits. So
Yeah.
so I did get to meet Carl. See him again, I should say.
I've met him a few times, so it's okay.
Yeah. So again, I kind of stalked and
Kind of right place, right time.
So you at least got to see the first pre-race wreck of the Indy 500 this year. Yes, I did see that.
Yeah.
That was interesting. Yeah, that sucked for him too.
Yeah, that was
unfortunate.
weird.
Warm up his tires, and it was cold, and it was rainy.
Out he goes. It's crazy. Yeah.
That was unfortunate, Jonathan.
Wild.
Yeah. But yeah, so I just waited my turn with Carl. I knew they were talking and doing their live set. And then he came over and met with a Medal of Freedom family. There was actually 2 Medal of Freedom soldiers over there for, Memorial Day. They were hosted. So he came over to get them, and on his way back to the set, he's stopping over because, again, I was prepared. I had my car out. So I'm the car out now with a Sharpie ready to go, and he looked over. I think it helped that it's also the 99 car.
Yeah.
And not his other car.
Yeah.
Because he had a bad taste in that one.
Like original.
Yeah.
Like. No.
Yeah.
But no, Carl was my guy.
Yeah.
I cried when he announced he was retiring. I know it's crazy to hear from.
No, it's not.
But
All right, I'll stand up so you guys get a better look at this one.
Which is your favorite?
Yeah, so this is a cool one, right? So this is Sierra's favorite driver, Carl, the 99, with my favorite movie franchise, which is Toy Story. So it's a Toy Story 3 99 Aflac co-branded die-cast with Carl's right on the hood, on the windshield. So that was pretty cool to get. This car was actually custom made because they didn't produce this car. Mm-hmm. So I spent a little bit of money
I haven't even looked at
getting those graphics done on that one.
The signature looks the same.
And I just realized like the images on here don't look the best like on the camera. Yeah. So I'll post photos at some point for you guys of them. But yeah, so I was super happy about that one. Is that a special finish? No. It's a regular one. It was just custom made, so the decal's on there.
Yeah.
But he just signed with a silver Sharpie. But it was made by Finish Line Customs. So I appreciate them doing that. Yeah, since the custom. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was cool to see him. And then again, I went back into the garage area and met some people we knew. Didn't know they were going to be there, so that was nice to run into some friends. Met Claire B. Lang, who was on Sirius XM. So it was great to see Claire. Yeah, NASCAR radio. And because she went off the air last year, it's kind of been MIA, but still around. So it was great to talk to her. I talked to her with your dad.
I was about to say, you also
for like 10 minutes.
I felt like knew her forever.
Yeah, really sweet conversation.
But that's what's great about this sport, though.
Yeah.
Everyone it feels like a family. So
yeah,
it's nice.
So it was great to run into her, and then saw the cars going to the grid, getting ready for the race, and saw all the drivers going over to the drivers meeting, and then they went to drivers intros. And then I had another stalking moment because I respect the office of people, and you can't, like, if you're in a situation where you get to meet someone of a high magnitude in a political atmosphere,
I want to.
For me, it's pretty cool. So because I had the opportunity, I was like, well, I want to meet this person, right? So Secretary of Defense was, the Secretary of Defense was at the track this weekend as the honoree for Memorial Day. So,
which this race in particular, they do a whole thing for Memorial Day and honor the veterans and all that. So it's a very special race.
Yeah, and all those who passed, and the Gold Star families, they had. Yeah. I don't know how many Gold Star families. They at least had 40 or so because on each of the Cup cars was a name of a fallen soldier. So they had that on all of the cars, and there was a moment of silence halfway through the race. And I go into detail about this, or at least show it to you guys on that vlog, which will probably be not this Tuesday, but the next Tuesday. I'll have that one, so in a couple weeks. But anyway, so I wanted to meet the Secretary of Defense because, I mean, he's like, part of the president's cabinet, and you could say like 4th or 5th in line. So that was pretty cool. I waited my turn, waited for him to do his thing. He went up on stage to, I think, talk to the new recruits that were there getting sworn in to, serve in our military. So waited, and then I started seeing people talk to him and take pictures with him. And I was like, okay, well, this is my moment if I'm going to do it. And I did. So that was pretty cool. The secretary, took the time and shook hands and told him, thank you for your service and all that. So that was pretty cool. That was probably one of the top moments of the day as well. And then I went back up to the stands because I watched the race with your dad. I didn't want him to be alone the whole day because her dad split off for the last 2 hours of the time down there.
Oh, but he had a blast.
Yeah, he did his own thing.
He called like 1,000 times saying like, "Look who, see who I met." I'm like, yeah, I'm having fun. You got a dog bone for the dog. He was having fun.
He was. Yeah. So I went up to the stands, watched the race, and it was a good race. As you guys know from all these conversations, it was a good race, right? So,
the end.
So I'm a William Byron fan, car 24 forever. Was with Chase when he was in 24, but then he scooted, and I was like, okay, well, fine, I'll stick with the new guy.
Yeah.
That's just who I am. Your dad is.
He's just Ford.
He's manufacturer loyalty. I'm car number loyalty.
Yeah.
So
it doesn't matter what Ford. It's all Fords for him.
Yeah.
It's kind of frustrating. But it's
fun conversations, though.
Yeah.
Because we can pick on him. It's like, okay, so which one of your 13 drivers are going to win today?
Yeah.
Whatever. So William had a great race. Denny Hamlin was up there battling with him, and then there was some, running through the caution laps and all of that. And he had a really good pit stop under green, and he had a 9-second lead at one point.
Yeah. During
that green flag segment, and I was like, yeah, go.
Yeah.
And then of course they had the cautions for the stages. There was 3 stages, stage breaks they call them when they throw the yellow. 4 total stages.
Yeah, which is rare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he got a lot of extra points, which was great.
Mm-hmm.
And then the final stage happened.
Yep.
And he couldn't stay up with the car, and Chastain, who eventually won the race, Ross Chastain, who is at Trackhouse.
Yeah, that's why I said we gave him good luck because we were there.
Yeah.
Sure.
He had a good race.
He started all the way in the back.
Yeah.
And won the race.
Started from 40th and won. First time since what? 1962 or
something like that.
Something like that. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
But I was kind of getting worried towards the end because they had more cautions and then pit stops, and that kind of shook things up. But then towards the end, with 30 to go, I got real nervous. With 10 to go, I was like, okay, is this going to hold on? Is he going to pull it off? Is he going to win this? I even said some prayers, and I was like, okay, hey, I know I haven't seen the 24 win in a while, and this is my first race back since someone I love really passed away, and I was hoping there was going to be some magic there. Didn't happen.
No.
With 5 to go, the pass happened, and he couldn't.
Yeah, there was no way.
Him. Yeah. He tried. He was close. I mean, he was within a couple car lengths.
Yeah, at the end. Yeah.
And then I think that last run, he just hit the wall a little too hard off of turn 2, and just
tried everything he could.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't Chastain and run the wall.
Well, you're not supposed to do that anymore because of Ross Chastain.
Yeah, you're not supposed to. That happened, and
I was behind them.
It was sad. Chastain has a lot of fans. Good for them. Happy for you, Kendrick. But for someone who dominated the race, to just see it evaporate literally with 5 laps to go, sucks.
That's sports.
It is sports, and that's what I said.
Why you go and why you watch it?
I told your dad, I was like, this race, you just have to be there at the end.
Yeah.
Because there was a lot of cars that were dropping left and right.
Yeah.
Because I think there was even a moment William might have gotten a hiccup on something. I was like, okay, is he going to catch back up? Or no, it was Larson, I was thinking. Because Larson had issues that night, too.
He had a rough night.
Actually. I was like, okay, with all these cars dropping off, maybe he'll have a good finish. And then eventually he had to retire.
Yeah.
From the race. Yeah, so, and then kudos to Charlotte Motor Speedway. Got in and out pretty quick. We didn't stay for all of the post race because, again, that was kind of sad. So we saw him smash the watermelon and left because that's his thing.
Because he's a watermelon farmer.
Yeah, it's from Florida.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Circle. Literally.
We're about to get there.
Yes, we are.
Getting there.
Yes, we're getting there. So we parked over at C-Max Dragway, which is the drag strip, which I loved parking over there. Flat surface, paved surface, lit up. That was the best parking spot. I would love to just park there almost every time. Yeah. It wasn't a bad walk, and where we were parked, got out, got on the road I wanted to get on to get out, and we were home without the McDonald's issue that we had. That McDonald's took 30 minutes to get our food.
45.
Okay, I'm glad you.
I was. Yeah, because I was like, was almost 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm ready to go to bed.
Yeah. We would have been home within an hour, which is great after a race.
Yeah.
That was sold out, mind you.
That's rare.
Yeah. But yeah, so that was our race weekend. Yeah.
It was a lot.
Yeah. So, you guys have any questions about NASCAR or motorsports? Let us know. Obviously, if you are looking to come to Charlotte for a NASCAR race,
hello.
make sure to reach out to us. We can give you tips and tricks and book your hotels and help with.
Because not only you can give that kind of information.
You can too.
I know my stuff too.
And we both worked in the ticket office too.
That's what to say.
At Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Both worked in it, so
yeah.
Went
So
to school and
we got you covered there. Yeah.
rubbed elbows with people, but
and we've been to half, if not more, of the racetracks. I mean, we've been to
gosh, we've been
Dover, Richmond, Martinsville, Charlotte, Homestead, Darlington, Bristol, Atlanta, Indianapolis, Kentucky, which they don't race.
We've been everywhere.
We said Talladega?
Yeah. No, you didn't say Daytona.
Oh, Talladega.
Daytona.
I said Daytona.
Okay. I mean, before Anna, I mean that was our thing.
Yeah, we did 5 or 6 races
a
year.
We did a lot of races. Yeah. So.
Yeah. And we're kind of getting back to it slowly.
Getting there.
Yeah. I want to take her to Martinsville.
I think she's at a right age now to where she enjoys it. I mean, we've taken her to the Xfinity races before, but now she gets excited about it. She's over there waving her flags and go.
Yeah.
So.
Which, make sure to watch the vlog on Tuesday.
It's a fun age. So.
Yeah. So we will now shift gears and talk about Disney World.
Big stuff going on at Disney World right now.
Why don't you take it over for a little?
Oh, if I can. My throat. So, Disney World news. So, 2 new shows have started. Villains and Little Mermaid is back. We've seen both, not live, but in vlogs and stuff, and it's okay. I like Villains, but I also feel like Villains needs more villains, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so the Villains show at Disney's Hollywood Studios is about 15 minutes of a show.
It's 20.
Is it 20? I was going to say 15 to 20.
It's 20.
And they have 3 character face characters, villains that come out. Then they have 2 that are on screens, and then they have the rest of them as animations on the screens. And what I mean by villains on the screens, it's still like a character actor on the screen. They're just not physically present. And so it would be nice to see a rotation of those characters in and out. I mean, they have Gaston and Madame Giselle. And
they have Hades.
I'm just talking about on a normal park day, who's already in the character rotation. Gaston and Madame Giselle, right?
Who?
From Cinderella?
Oh.
Or Lady Tremaine? Tremaine,
yeah.
Tremaine, yeah, she needs... She's tired. Sleeping Beauty. Cinderella. Yeah, no, before midnight. I digress. Anyway, so they could pull them, or even the evil stepsisters, and rotate them into the show. That would be cool.
Or bring Hades. I know he doesn't meet, but that would be a good one.
Hades, Jafar, but who knows what they're gonna do with that? I think it would be cool if they could rotate.
I need to see it live.
Yeah,
because what we were watching, it's all copyrighted, so they have to put songs over it, and it doesn't give the full.
And a lot of the vloggers, live streamers that we watch and follow for you guys as your travel planners with M&M Magical Adventures is they've all said you need to be here in person because it's a 360 experience. Really, you just see the stage, but it is really immersive with some of the other lighting features that they have.
Yeah, but Little Mermaid, that one's good. I'm glad it's back.
Before that, some comments from the chat. Jan was talking about Carl saying him and his son were at North Brooksville in the suite. Yeah. He was nice. His son looks just like him.
Yeah, I have never seen his kids. Yeah. He's got 2 kids, a daughter and a son.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I'm sure they're big now.
Quite. Oh, yeah, I'm sure always they're 20.
Yeah, well, I don't know about that.
No?
Probably 17.
Okay. Well, same difference.
She's older, so she might be, but he always kept his private life private. Which I understand. So yeah, I'm sure he's big now.
And then Kendrick said nothing beats a Martinsville hot dog. Agreed. That's why I want to go.
I like
Honestly,
Martinsville
we almost
as a race.
went in the fall.
Yeah, we almost did.
Just for a hot dog. I was
Yeah.
like, can we just go up for practice so we can go get a hot dog, please?
Yeah. I like
But we
Martinsville
didn't.
though. I like the racing there.
Yeah, it's always been fun. And then Jan says bring Anna to the summer shootout.
Yeah, that's on the list.
It's on the list.
Yes, I actually said that this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do want to go for a shootout. I think it'll be a fun vlog.
I mean, I went as a kid, not as young as she is, but it was always a good time. Always good memories.
Yeah.
So.
So we'll see about that.
Yeah.
You know, those are definitely on the dockets to do soon. But yeah, so Little Mermaid show. It looks really good.
Yeah, I'm excited to see that one.
I'm happy they still have puppeteers.
Yes.
Because I was afraid that everything is going like screen based these days, like Villains almost is.
There are screens.
Yeah.
Things like with screens and all that, but you still have the live people.
But the screens, I think, in this show help elevate it.
Yeah, I think so too.
Which was good.
Yeah. It's definitely updated from what it was before. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see it again.
Yeah, the music seemed good. I was happy that they kept a couple of the original pieces that I talked to you about. I'm not going to ruin it for anyone.
Yeah.
Because you need to go if you want to go for a cool kid summer and check it out.
There's a lot going on right now.
Yeah.
Good things.
And we can roll into that too. What else is happening over at Hollywood Studios?
Which I'm very happy. It's kind of not changing subjects yet, but I'm very happy there's 2 other shows.
Indoors.
Because as
Seated.
a parent, sometimes it can be a lot to walk around and try and figure out, what else to do if you've already hit up everything. So it's a good thing to have. Because now you have 1, 2, 3, 5 shows at Hollywood Studios.
Yeah, I mean, you've got Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
You've got Ariel.
Yeah.
Villains.
Yeah.
Frozen.
And then
And
Indiana
then
Jones.
Indiana Jones.
It's nice.
Yeah. I mean, Indiana
nice to have
Jones and
options,
Beauty and the
too.
Beast are outside, so definitely do those in the morning. That's what we would recommend.
And get there early. Don't have to sit up all the way in the
Especially for Beauty and the
Beauty
Beast.
and the Beast.
You
Well,
know,
we did
you
that
don't
one
wanna-
time. It was very hot.
Yeah, you don't want to sit in the skylocks.
No.
No, it's hot up there.
If we miss the, just right before, I won't go. Because I don't want to sit up there.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway. I'm glad there's other options too.
No, it's good. It helps fill out the day, spreads out the crowds too. So, there'll be lower wait times for rides and other attractions, which I think we kind of saw this week. Not today because of the storms. It kind of was.
It's been very stormy
No.
there.
Yeah, well, just the season.
Yeah, it's Florida, so
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah. We got clients there right now.
But the other thing that's there is part of the Cool Kids Summer is over at Animation Courtyard, they get animated.
Mm-hmm.
So, and your thing that you were really excited
Okay,
about.
so we gotta
which is
go.
not the only thing that's going on.
Yeah, we really gotta go because I said this last time, and I've said it for a while, for several years, ever since he came out. But Mickey has, tying this back in with what we talked about earlier.
Exactly.
Mickey has a Roaster Racers costume
show.
from his Roaster Racers, Mickey's Roaster Racers show.
Yeah.
So he's usually Mickey's in that costume for the Disney Junior dance party. That's usually in the Disney Junior stage.
Over in Animation Courtyard.
In Animation Courtyard, which is right across from where the Little Mermaid show is now.
Right.
In Star Wars Launch Bay is in between those. Weird mix, I understand. So anyway, so he's usually up on the stage and you don't really get a chance to meet him or interact with him. You can take a picture from afar, with your kid in front. But
you can meet him.
For this summer, for Cool Kids Summer, he is on the floor and you can meet him and take a picture with him.
Which is fun because usually it's the dance party, which is fun anyway. But now the characters are interacting with you and you can run to them, you can dance with them. It's very exciting.
Yeah.
So
Mickey in his Roaster Racers outfit.
Doc
McStuffins, Vampirina, Fancy Nancy,
Pluto,
and Timon.
Yeah, Timon's there too.
are
right.
all on the floor.
Which are usually in the dance party.
Except for Pluto. He's not usually.
Yeah, he's not, but you can meet him outside.
Outside the door, yeah.
But no, and now you can meet Max.
Mm-hmm. Max and Goofy.
Yeah, and Goofy's out there, and Chip and Dale, so like, it's a good mix.
Yeah. So that's cool. Oh, and Clarabelle.
Oh yeah, Clarabelle's there too.
Yeah, she was like painting pictures with like kids the other day because they've got
a lot of fun.
Some artwork stuff out there, and they've got like jump rope, and there was like a juggler
and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you said there was like a food cart, and they were selling some stuff.
Yeah, like they have like yogurt and stuff.
Yeah,
which is kind of like rare. You don't really see that or get that very often. So they have picnic tables out there.
Yeah, so it's on the list. We're trying to get there, and we're trying to get there for the biggest thing that's coming out this summer, which is Disney Starlight.
Yes, which is the new parade.
Nighttime parade.
Very excited about.
We got an official date for that this week. Literally, was it yesterday?
Yes, July 20th.
July 20th.
Yeah.
And like the Cool Kids Summer thing, like for annual pass holders, like the timing of everything is like by the end of July. But Cool Kids Summer runs through like mid-September.
Yeah.
But we're trying to get there by end of July is ideally what we like to do.
I know it's going to be hot, but we have a plan.
We do have a plan. So we want to go the first week that Starlight comes out. So stay tuned if that happens. Fingers crossed that something can happen with that. But yeah, so Starlight comes out July 20th. So hopefully we'll be there the first week to show that to you guys.
I don't think we'll be there first night.
No, not first night, first week.
Yeah,
first week.
Oh, it's going to be a mess.
It is. They have some cool merch. There's a bubble wand that interacts with the parade itself.
The floats look amazing.
The floats do look amazing.
And Mickey and Minnie, they're so cute. Mm-hmm.
All lit up.
That'll be good.
We share it on our stories, and there's on our Facebook page too some posts about this with like the mock-ups. Actually, Kendrick, I think you guys are going the week that the parade starts too, so that's cool and exciting for y'all.
Yeah. So cool.
Yeah, I was looking at the calendar. I think you were on there. They have the Blue Fairy starting the parade. Moana has a show scene. Peter Pan's in it. Encanto or Canto. Wish. Coco.
Yeah, Coco.
A lot of these are Anna's favorites, so that's
Elsa.
why we want to go. Yeah, it's like all from movies.
Yeah.
Except for Toy Story and Star Wars.
Yeah, I didn't see any of them.
Yeah.
Which I kind of get.
Yeah, maybe we need a nighttime parade at Hollywood Studios for them.
It probably will not happen, but we can always hope.
We can always dream. That'd be cool. Even daytime parade. Give me something.
Yeah. I feel like Hollywood needs something, but...
Kim and Jan want to go with us. Come on. Let's go.
Sure.
Can you find cheap flights? Yeah. There's like $49 from that one airline that I don't want to fly, but you can. I think they are available. I know you guys have done that before. But yeah, so that'd be fun. Maybe find a DVC room that fits all of us so we could like sleep over. We'll bunk beds.
Well, we also got to go see other friends too.
Oh, of course. Yeah, we've got lots of friends to see.
Stuff to start.
Yes, we
I'm
do.
not going to go down that rabbit hole.
Thank you. Nothing has been officially confirmed yet. Rumors. But yeah, so I'm super excited for the parade. I like how the parade is also like a nod to Spectrum Magic, which was the previous
Spectrum, yeah.
What did I say? Spectrum?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well, Spectrum Magic, which is the new nighttime parade before this one. Mm-hmm. In between that was the original Main Street Electrical Parade, but also ties that into as well.
But the S is kind of like Spectrum too.
You guys are going funny. This is great. Kim, one night for DVC, we will talk yes. Brian, can you fly cheap transport for me to get to Disney World? Brian, you know there is cheap transport for you to get to Disney World. Yes, I can find cheap. How about can you find cheap transport for us is the real question.
All you gotta do is just get in your car and zoom.
Or pick us up at the airport first.
Yeah.
Yeah. We digress. So, the finale scene has a train on it. So just like on Main Street Electrical Parade, so I'm super excited for that. And Goofy's on it and all that, so it's cute. I'm pumped for that.
It's gonna be good.
And Hallmark has that train as well for their Christmas ornaments this year. So
Because we gotta have that.
we gotta have that, and I had rumored that before, and I know we've talked about that on here. It's like they really gotta make like a whole electrical parade scene, because they had the drum come out the first year with Mickey and Minnie, and then we'll get to the conversations on chat. And then they had this year it's gonna be Goofy and I think Donald with the train.
Yeah,
So-
it's Goofy. Yeah.
That's a mandatory purchase.
I don't know what you did.
With what money? I don't know. We'll get to it. Oh, it's over there somewhere. I know it's on this table or
It was.
somewhere. But yeah, so excited for that. And then wrapping up Cool Kids Summer. There was a couple things at the other parks. One in particular is at Epcot Communicore Hall, which is in like the new World Celebration. That's now been transformed to Goofy Core.
Yeah.
And there's a whole bunch of games in there.
It's fun. And he's there and all sorts of
All the fun things. Flower and Garden wraps up this weekend, which is sad.
Yeah. It's my favorite.
So that will be gone over the summer. Food and Wine is officially coming back. We haven't posted that on Facebook yet, but that will be back this fall.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, that's right, Kendrick. Yeah, they're doing the 3-day 3 park. That's right. Oh, that makes me sad for you. Maybe we'll see you if we're down there that time, though. That'd be cool. We'll have to make that happen if that comes to fruition.
Yeah.
Brian, he's got cheap lodging, and Jan's going to say hi to Mickey for us. Or, well, you're going to say hi to Mickey in Galley. Well, I hope you say hi to him for us.
Yeah, right?
We have to be on... We'll have to be on the weekends when it doesn't have any vacation days. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's possible too, Kim, because that's kind of what we're going to be looking at as well. Just to make things flow.
Yeah.
We've got to hurry because we're already at 56 minutes.
Yeah.
Wow.
We've been talking a long time.
We have. So great that we've had this fun conversation tonight, though.
Yeah.
So we'll kind of just wrap it up with DCL.
Yeah.
Disney Cruise Line just announced, literally breaking
Today.
within the past couple hours. Disney Visa card members and DVC members are eligible for a new Disney Cruise Line offer for this summer. It's only for August and September. So if you are looking for a last minute cruise deal, we've got you. For Disney Visa members, you can get a $250 onboard credit for the Disney Wish. Standard cruise rates apply. Or you could get up to 30% off of other sailings that are in August or September. Up to 30% for either Disney Visa or DVC. Dates apply. There are certain categories I believe I saw was guaranteed inside, guarantee ocean view, or verandas. And full payment is due at time of booking.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a lot of disclosures, and
yeah.
if you guys are interested, just reach out to us. The Carpenters at mnmmagicadventures.com is our email. Find us on Facebook. Send us a DM here on YouTube. But yeah.
Yeah.
Man, you got your cruise shirt on.
I do, because I'm ready to go.
Yeah. That's a wish one too.
Yep, exactly. I'm ready to go.
Ready to go. You guys got any questions for us? Type it in the chat now, so we can wrap this up without going over our scheduled time.
Yeah.
Because we don't like to make these go over too long. I think it's really helpful for you all if we commit to you an hour and you get an hour. So, but thanks for hanging out with us tonight, guys.
Wish it could be a little bit earlier.
Yeah, I do too. I have to be better with this. I have a couple yawning moments myself. But I don't do energy drinks and I don't do coffee this late.
No.
So the only thing I got is
coffee, but we don't do coffee this late.
The only thing I got is Dr. Pepper, and what's the
it.
caffeine on this anyway? I don't know. So anyway, I think we'll just wrap it up with that, guys.
I think that's it.
Thanks for tuning in to another Travel Thursday.
Yeah.
We'll be back next week, hopefully. We'll see what happens. Do any of these apply to our already booked cruise? No, it does have to be on a new booking.
Yeah.
I already checked.
I asked too.
Yeah, and she asked. So, 14 days into the West. Yes, Brian, you guys have a great cruise. I think it's over in June. Yep, 14 days. Yep. So I can't wait for you guys to go on the Wish. Love that ship. I miss it greatly.
It's a fun ship.
It is fun. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll see you guys hopefully next Thursday. And remember, every day is an adventure. And we'll see you next week. Good night.